because it wasn't recorded.
Wasn't recording? So tell us about this document you got here. Whose baby is that? Who created it? Whose brainchild is that?
Well, I'd have to say it was me, but not me alone, because I put it down by the bully request of Raymond Washington. Chico Bell came to make sure I did it. And then, I'm not sure, but I'm quite sure Sugar Bear and them edited where the R was revolution. They made it reform, and then they sent it to the mayor of Los Angeles. So Sugar Bear, Bulldog, and all them, they edited. But they edited so they could do that little program they did, which got them all in trouble. But
Video, you know, this is for sure. Video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Video, you know, this is for sure. Video, open your soul, represent your ghetto. Hold up, for the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6 foes on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole.
But you know, we was sitting up there thinking, like Tony Stacy's like, we was Cribs before we was Crips. Ain't nobody arguing that. Cribs has a meaning. And basically that's what we still dealing with. The youth, the baby Cribs, the little ones. Alright. But them baby Cribs became Crip. Well, Crip was an activity. Crip was an action. And it had that RIP in it, which made it more dynamic, like rip. You know what I'm saying? Crip was something people did. Some Crips wasn't even Cribs. They just was cripping that night. We cripping the night. You understand? So out of Crib came Crip. But we was still, after encounter with BGF and all them, we gonna hold our ground, but what's our purpose? That's how that came. But what is our purpose? I don't know, you tell me. Well, we did have unity. Yep. But we was fucking up too, huh? Yeah. Well, I ain't never got nobody didn't mess with me. That ain't true, nigga. I'm just going through the conversations we was having. And so that's how it came about. Trying to reevaluate, define ourselves so we could refine ourselves. And we always was trying to refine ourselves because we were bodybuilders. To people that we knew was always developing themselves. That might be one of the main Crips secrets. You have to go internally to become a bodybuilder or an athlete. You got to go inside. And Crips come around, become a Crip, be a little broom. 3 years later, Crip be a bodybuilder, all parts of their body all developed, their brain developed, healthy and thing. They had to go inside to make themselves. That's one of the main secrets to Crip. And then when you see other Crips and you know they putting in work, Crips come around you like this. Ain't seen you in 5 years, they come like this. I don't know if they did. Yeah, I did here. Yeah. They do you like that. Oh, they trying to check, see if I still got some habits. He got the habits. He didn't have the habits before. But Crips will do you like that. And that, I think, was one of the main secret weapons, bodybuilding. Because bodybuilding is body development. And you can't develop that body without developing that mind. Then it calls you go into dietary. Now you got to read. I'm telling you. So it was a science to Crip that a lot of Crips don't realize that a lot of the members was going through just to maintain their Crip status.
So this Constitution is prison born.
No, I wouldn't say it's prison born. It might have been born in prison, but it was freedom born. You understand? Because we knew the original definition was community. Well, we was in prison. We ain't in the community. Community, revolutionary, independent peoples. Independent peoples ain't in jail. We had these ideas before. We just didn't put them on wax, so to speak. All this stuff, I could see stuff. Buck, I could see Blackstone stuff in there. I know Buck must have put that in there. I could I could read Tookie's book and dissect it and like that, all right? So I wouldn't say it's prison born. See? Cause one reason, when we decided, when he told me to do it, since I was talking all that stuff about, man, what Crip don't mean, now what Crip mean, it's just a sound, correct? I like it, but damn, we just running around here with a sound? I mean, you know, well, I'm not a doctor. Some of them doctors can say, the reason they making this sound, because it's a primordial sound. And they can probably trace it back to where, that's why them Negroes is saying that. However, I wasn't on that level then. Neither was he. So when we decided we was going to give a definition to Crip, I'm in YA. Raymond went to Tracy because of, 1-2 years. I'm in YA. Here come Chico Bell, the founder of the insane Crips of Long Beach. I watch the TV. He walk over to me. I'm Chico Bell, and Raymond sent me over here to tell you, did you write that Constitution yet? Then he handed me this book. It was a brown book like this, written by H. Rap Brown, and it had all these poems in there. And inside the book had 4 leaders from the West Side, and most people wasn't on that list. I know Buck was on the list, Melvin Hardy was on the list, Blackie was on the list, and whatever. But it was only 4 people.
Melvin Hardy was on the list of 4 leaders of the West Side.
Yeah, see? Yeah, his name was on there. From Raymond's. This was Raymond saying in the book that Chico Bell had to let me know I come from Raymond, and he liked H. Rap Brown, the way H. Rap Brown talked. And he had that brown book. I know somebody got that mug. And so I'm like, damn, he done sent somebody down here to make sure I write up what this stuff mean. So I was in graphic arts with David. David, the East Side, what they call Hatchet. Original David B with #1 and all that. Well, he famous. He the one that, David.
Mad Dog?
No, that ain't Mad Dog. David, his name, they call him Hatchet. He's very famous on the East Side. He be with #1 in there.
Pops up on the East Side. Hatchet Man.
Yeah, that's him. All right, he's in there with me. So we're in the graphic arts, and I start drawing up the acronyms. So I drew up the original one like I told you. But I was already studying with Sugar Bear and them. We had some class together. And we started, trading ideas. And most of the ideas was the same. They'd been in jail longer, so they was more like BGF than we was. Even though they wasn't claiming BGF. I'm just telling you the real. They played chess with Ray from Pasadena. I know they 411. But anyway, so I know they had something to do with it. But I carried out my task, but I didn't really have any confidence in it. It kept floating up on its own, like, don't nobody know about no crap, do like that. Ooh, come back up, whatever. It just floated on its own. Crip literature, whatever. But I didn't have confidence because I started seeing that some brothers on the East Side that was with Bulldog was hating on the West Side with Tookie and them. Primarily because they've been in jail for 4, 5, 6 years, and the West Side got all the cripplets, all the fame that they worked for. Now they got all these West Side coming in the East Side like they couldn't wait to get out. And they got out in 74, and that's what happened right there. But they had little, Pyrus up in there hating that they didn't know wasn't cripping no more. You had Figueroas that they used to be cool with, that on the street, they was the main Crip doers. So when they came out in 74, basically that was the Bulldog crew. Now all they had to do was be loyal to Bulldog, F, West Side, and Raymond. I seen it happening because I went in there. When I went in there, I didn't know who all them Crips was when I got there when we pulled up. Ivy Ray boys, we was only two really thugs that came on that bus that day. About 300 Crips out there. I'm like, they must be with Bulldog. Or for Bulldog, you know, he gonna be mad at me because of one of his girlfriends, you know. Like, yeah, we ought to get that nigga. Right? I might as well tell it to everybody, though. Anyway, if they don't, he had Pug with me. But the 300 Crips that came to see me wasn't with him. When I got there, all the people that was on the street, when I was on the street, all them dudes was in YA. Thousands of them. So they was hate. They had a hate thing because basically when stuff jumped off, now in jail it was usually West Side, West Side, West Side. Where the East Side, they had some formidable cats, man. That's why I figure y'all need to interview Bam Bam, Fat Rat, especially Sugar Bear. He's a gem. And then Eddie Haythorne. Some of these people need to get let out. Mm-hmm. They give you Johnny Burnett. Oh, some of these dudes was heavyweights. If you hung with them, it's almost nothing you could do.
You mentioned Sugar Bear a few times in this interview. Tell us about Sugar Bear. What's his bio? What's his background?
I don't really know.
What's his story?
I ran into Sugar Bear in YA, but he was already formidable. He was one of Bulldog's lieutenants. And he was about your height, maybe a little bigger. And when I met him, he was like maybe 15, maybe 16. He was still a big old baby, but he had some big background. But he was fat, and he looked 15. But he was real literate. He was sharp, and he was real imposing, you know. And he was 100 Crip. He was with Crip all the way. You don't mess with no Crip, he'll roll on you like that.
You know, street legend gives it that he created the C-Walk, right?
It's two Sugar Bears.
It's two Sugar Bears?
He ain't the dancing one.
He ain't the dancing one.
He ain't the one to dance.
Break it down for me. Who's the different Sugar Bears?
The dance one, I think, comes out to the lanes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And which one is he talking about?
The one that with you, Bulldog.
Yeah.
East
Bulldog's guy.
BGF.
That's the one at the long table with cutes and Bulldog. Okay.
Yeah, the secret is dead. Maybe I should tell y'all that secret, because I'll just say it. Y'all my brothers, you can edit if you want to. The real Sugar Bear got a lot to do with Ray Ray and the BGF. That's some things that Crips don't want to be. We would. Damn. Can't even tell the truth around here. I know the dude. It's like, when I went to the pen behind that little robbery where the comrade got killed, Sugar Bear was writing me in the county jail. We was both in the county jail. And what was he writing about? We was elucidating all kind of ideas on how to overthrow the damn government with our troops, and what ideas we ain't gonna work, and what ideas do work, and what maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. So you know, even when Fast Eddie was in there, I gave him an introduction to African study last time I seen him when he started his 15 years in the county jail. He was so happy to get that book. You know, it's crazy. You got to do something when you get locked up. You still got to be developing. And
so let me ask you this question, because I was thinking about Sugar Bear and his prison affiliation when you said he was 100% Crip. Mm-hmm. So why did you say that? Can a Crip be a BGF and be 100% Crip?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Watch this. Can a blood be a BGF?
Hell yeah.
See? Was Kenny a blood?
No.
He the leader.
Right.
Bloods up north, they say they bloods, but they ain't no bloods like the bloods we know.
Right.
They'll hoist Tookie up real quick. Blood, what the hell you wrong with you, blood? So it'd be like, what kind of bloods is y'all? Well, to me, based on some of the information I got from other people that wasn't crippin', you already know the answer to what you asked me. You really can't be 100% Crip if you in the BGF, if the BGF is rolling on the Crips. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of cases it wasn't that. I don't know what y'all experienced. I know what I experienced, and I knew that the BGF was going to be used to get us because they came at us first. But it was a little different because we could articulate, and some of them, you know, man, y'all tell you that.
But there were double agents, though, right?
There you go. There you go. That's what people.
No doubt about it.
Look here, man. They wasn't ready for us to really be crippin'. Some of that stuff was jealousy of older generations looking down like, damn, these niggas is cool. Sometimes with me, I must admit, I have to tell you. Sometimes them older people would intervene for me because they thought that I was coming with a correct assessment or analysis. Sometimes I couldn't jump on people because you had the older people restraining me. I'm not the kind of guy where you could get me and I don't want a vendetta. I can't handle that shit. If I can't get you something wrong, I can't get back. So a lot of people say, well, we help your ass get up out of here. Because I would have never got out of prison being who I was. I would have been up to shit for shit. Know it, because niggas is stupid up in there, ain't they?
What year did you parole?
Oh, no, 83, yeah, 84.
Olympics.
Was CCO up and running by then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew about CCO, and he was hiding lessons from. I was proud of Monster doing that. Especially since I known him when he was little. Know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you sound more like we do. You know what I'm saying? Certain Crips used to sound a certain way. Then it got to a certain level where Crips wasn't sounding the same. Now, I could say justified or whatever, but I know a lot of people didn't want like Crips because they knew it was another generation's turn. And they wasn't ready for that. They, the government and the people who work for the government, our people wasn't ready for that. They was ready for us to jump on each other and watch static. A lot of people got murdered. They was just using us as bodyguards for what they was doing. You know, like cannon fodder. We would always be security anywhere, it'd be a whole lot of people. We always get that contract. But sometimes we was being used by governments and people in government. Some of that stuff didn't come out too cool. You understand? Every time you got a leader amongst y'all, they died, didn't they? I ran into one of your homies as soon as we start kicking it. Keith Stone. As soon as we start kicking it, 90 days later, they telling me he was trying to get back at you. He was gone. Because when he rose up, you know, with the gym thing, we merged like that, bam. Because he was coming like, oh, they I like that shit. They come for this thing. I remember one time, I don't mean to die. We was marching down Florence, and we went down one of those streets where it's considered rolling 60s now. And we was getting ready to mob some youngsters, and they ran home, and we hit that turn and went up into their house. Their mama was there. We like, oh shit, Crips be respectful to people's parents. So she said, you chasing my boys? And we like, yeah, maybe, not really. She said, well, y'all know y'all all supposed to be together. We said, yeah, we all in the backyard. That was the first Rolling 60s Crips we know. And it was on one of them streets, I think it was Keystone. It was one of them streets where you turn off like this. And it's a beautiful thing, but it is separated. That was the first Rolling 60s we knew. Hey, mama did that one. Because we was going to come like that anyway. You want unity? If they say no, then you get to crack them. But yeah, man, that's a lot of stuff, experiences life that hard to express. But yeah, Sugar Bear, I like the way he did his research. Too many Sugar Bears. It's only one Sugar Bear, one Bulldog, and they was real close with Ray Ray. I mean, before the other Crips got there, they was kicking it with the people that was in there. But that was a mess up. The whole thing, 79 thing, was partially us and partially the government knowing they was gonna have to move you out the way. What they gonna do with you? What they gonna do with you? You got about 5 to 10 different sets spanned out all over LA. And basically they do what Tookie and Raymond say do. You better not touch no Crip, oh LA go up. It's just, Now back to the evolution. We talked about the money, the politics. Where we at now? We at now is here. We damn near shouldn't need a constitution and some bylaws. Them Negroes need to learn some law before they go to jail. Because we on the verge of being a nation. Whether we know it or not, we being observed now. They going past the tribal stage. Oh shit.
That's the tribal stage.
Yeah. When they say Crips don't die, they multiply. Regardless of how they did it, government let you multiply it. Where do we go? We up almost maybe 500,000 or more. If we gonna make this educational, we can do some education. If they want to squabble, do the right squabble. I had no problem with squabbling with the government getting in trouble if it's a good fight. We can win that one. But the bad fight, we can't win. You understand me? And I ain't anti-black market. Cause I really never had nothing in life that I didn't do with crime. I had one job after college that I really felt funny. And I didn't stay on that job too cool. Because it was a counselor and I wasn't going to be middleman with the popos. Plus, I pulled a gun on one of the dudes up in there because my homeboy didn't come and do it for me, so I had to do it myself, which I was trying to play like I didn't do it, you draw. But he didn't come and do it, so I had to get them fools myself. You're not dealing with just no average guy. They want to disrespect you when you want to counsel them and do them some good. I'm still young. I'll get you myself. This whole fool. I was still on payroll for a while. They said, we got to let you go. Hey, you can't be pulling guns on people. But somebody sent him on me. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't say don't be naive because you guys are not naive. The best thing you got is this weapon, like Malcolm said, that camera. And where we at now is, we got to teach them niggas law, and they got to learn discipline to the point where they discipline themselves and know why. Because they don't know why they under attack. Raymond's, I give you an example, Raymond's grandchildren, they having fun, but they don't know why. They don't know what's going on. My granddaddy was a king of fighting. My mama, she looked like the quarterback. She was right there with that's the DNA. That's your babies, my babies. So I gotta line up. They don't listen. Cool. They do. I got to protect this. This is more. We are more. It's more to us than we know. And we need to be knowing what that is that we don't know. So we can harness our power like everybody else. We did it before. Now we adults, we can't do it. I hear adults say, I can't take over the high school down the street. I know some people know how to take over in 5 minutes. And they think we playing, right? We ain't playing. Certain neighborhoods in other parts of the country, if the teachers don't teach, they can't pull up their cars and go in that school. So now they regulating who can teach their children. I don't think we doing that in LA. I think we should maybe, but we're not. Michael Conception, which, like I say, I ain't got no bones to pick, but he owns a school on
Western.
Yeah. When he gonna open the school? He got a whole bunch of good teachers and counselors all over LA. When he gonna open the school? Is it open yet? I would have liked to teach at the school myself. Don't tell me we can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's the thing with that was basically the way we said it. We was seeking identity.
So I had a question about the Crip Constitution.
Yeah, good.
You guys didn't market it? You didn't push it on homies?
No, see, what happened was when Sugar Bear and Bulldog them got hold of it, they used it to deal with the local governments.
Right.
So, that song Benny and the Jets just put Crip behind it. When they pulled out, that was his hour. And when he got the media, it was beautiful. You'd have been proud of it. So that's the direction it went. Once they got took out, thank God for not necessarily Monster Cody, but some of that stuff he was espousing to let people know that we was militant and what would you formidable enough to listen to. Otherwise, we got mopped by the dope dealers, man. I ain't no use in lying. Yeah, they you know, hey, they could think they slick and they got traps and all kind of stuff. And that's what happened. We got took out there. That's not to say it's over. The game is over. It's just being able to understand why things happen. Why did you do that? Well, if you don't know who you are, you're going to be in trouble. And we pretty much in trouble. At least we got a legacy, though. We have a legacy. Now, let's get to the legacy. What was the purpose? I hate to say it, but I really don't. We was really trying to take over the world. We was just youngsters. That's another way of looking at it, like, no matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now, the Temptations. Y'all remember that song?
Yeah.
Basically, Crips would probably sound like Pookie used to always say, to be young, gifted, and black, that's where it's at.
When and where did you meet Pookie?
I met Pookie. Oh, let's see what I met. I met Pookie. I met Pookie standing across the street from Sportsman Park, waiting for Tookie to go to jail for about 2 hours, because it took him 2 hours to take him to jail, and a bunch of us was over there observing them bothering Tookie. That's when I first started hanging with Pookie, because since it took so damn long to take Tookie away, we got a chance to talk and kick it with each other, you know. So that's the first time I knew about him. I heard about him. All them youngsters that went to that school, Henry Clay, I heard about them before I met them.
You never went to Reese?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Pookie looked up to you, Melvin Hardy, a lot. Ronald Burnett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked up to you a lot.
Well, them was some. Well, Pookie come from there. Pookie, he'd speak out to anybody, even Raymond. That's how sometimes he get in trouble. But,
In trouble by who? Raymond?
yeah, Raymond or Tookie or anybody, for instance. Same thing, when Pookie went to Factor Brookins and they got mad at him for gangbanging, same thing happened to me. The problem was this. You gonna put us down, put people in check. You gonna put us down with the gangster degree. Then when we full-fledged gangsters, now you want us to stand down.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna make some mistakes before I get in control of standing down. Cause when people talk crazy to Crip back then, it's the consequences. You know, big, small, whatever. And so a lot of us had to learn the hard way. Oh shit, we under control of Bob Fitzsimmons now. They ain't had nothing to give me. I ain't got nothing against Bob or nothing, but I didn't need to go to high school again. We had homegirls could get you in the morning siding on the track team. Homegirls for real. We had homegirl, one of our homegirls from Broadway. She the first black mayor in Seattle, Washington. She can get you a job. Them sisters was tight. I know they probably still tight now. They got some, but man, I would say we kind of messed up, disappointed our parents or whatever. But our parents secretly, the mothers were scared to death that you were gonna get killed. And your fathers were secretly proud of your ass. You're just crazier than he is. You understand? So you had that dichotomy. I like the way you just did that to me, but don't you think? After a while, you do a 25 up in there. Pop's got raw game. Now you go, oh, that's... Y'all over there conspiring now? Yeah, how you do it? 30? Moms, how do you budget that? How do you manage that budget? Now things that you trying to apply, they right there for you. But yeah, we did tear up some stuff, man, and like Monk say, what goes around comes around, so you gotta watch what you be doing, because it'll come back to you. People you hurt, they might can feel you across the room and know you did it, not even know your face. This world we live in is connected in a way in which we need to be finding out how it's connected. And we need some winning. We was a certain generation was always the winning team. And if you get the winning team like they brought number one and certain people all back over here, you get with the winning team, something's gonna happen in society. So I'm praying for the winning team, even if they 90 years old, to bring that energy back, and I know they're gonna go. There's gonna be some qualitative change jumping off because they were born for that. We are the baby boomers.